of the NBA.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jokic.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. George in the front court, along with Leonard. Norman Powell is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at center. And for the Nuggets, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the 5. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson looking around. And the pass to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot by Powell, no good. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to Indiana. Porter against Jackson. Porter kicks to Gordon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Clippers with it. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Outside, Porter. From past the arc. And they get it back. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes it to Powell. Here's Zubac. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jackson against Murray. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
It's George on the wing, defended by Gordon.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from George. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Inside. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. 6 points for Jokic.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Leonard against Gordon. Leonard inside. 23 points his last outing. Doesn't go for him. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Here's Zubac, and the layup is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 25-point game against Utah. Here's Porter. The putback, and Porter putting it right back in.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Porter against Jackson. In the corner, Powell with it. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 4. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Leonard got it. Good job in the low post.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Barton outside. Pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 5. It's Powell with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Barton, no luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Aaron Gordon. Averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Throw good, Paul George.
You know, I really applaud Paul George's mental fortitude. I saw him come into the league as a rookie with the Pacers in 2010, and his growth has been remarkable. He's always been able to look past his setbacks and jabs from the critics to continue to stay focused on being the best player he can be, and he's one of the very best in the league.
And so he hits both. The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray outside. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Jokic has the size necessary to deny shots, and it helps when he's engaged on the defensive end.
On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Leonard. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Porter. Gordon's got 5 now.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Leonard against Gordon. Leonard kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. That one misses. And it's Denver the other way. Porter looking it over. Into the lane. Jokic finds Murray. Barton outside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Campazzo's checked in for Will Barton. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And there's the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Kept alive. Jokic passes to Gordon. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jackson misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
For the Nuggets, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Gordon. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Batum comes in for George. Mann's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Morris. Poke loose. Campazzo. No good on the triple.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Denver's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Campazzo banked in off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Clippers trail. Kennard kicks to Covington. Back to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Mann. The 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep, Green buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Yeah, his court awareness and feel, Jokic is incredible in those areas. I mean, he sees the floor extremely well for a big guy.
Now, here's Kennard. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And he uses the glass on the layup. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Now, here is Morris. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Free throw good for Morris. You know, Clark, there's a patience to Morris's game that gives this team confidence.
Yeah, and I like it too, Kevin. I mean, he makes really excellent reads and never seems to be in a hurry or playing outside of himself. And he can orchestrate with the best of them.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Morris drops them both. Clippers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Misses the three.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
9th in assists, 9th in steals, and they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not elite, but still, you have to respect them.
Their assist ranking is worth another mention. They've got some great distributors. It lets them run, Greg, a system where ball movement is key.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Green. Clippers trail by 7. Kennard with the ball. He's guarded by Cousins. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Outside, Green. Outside, Green. Up top, Morris. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Batum. .139 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Covington. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 7. Cousins dishes to Morris. Back to Cousins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Take a look at the Heat. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they have been very competitive. Maybe a little up and down, but it looked like they were figuring things out. They need to recapture that energy.
Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get a hand on it, and there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A 3rd would be a problem.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Denver's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Morris with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
Here's Mann. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Back to Kennard. They need this one. And the layup is up and in. Kennard's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate. Denver
leading by 7. Campazzo, Kennard covering. The turnaround jumper, and too long on the shot.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Green. And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Here's Batum. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Denver on top as they end the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
The hustle work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, and that's what I did.
You did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Robert Covington out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 2.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They push it up 4 on 3. Morris outside. Now here's Cousins. He's tightly guarded. Good on the shot. Cousins has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver. Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in. Morris gets to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Kennard against Cousins. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And it's good, 2 points. Barton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, He's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Guarded by Green. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Count it.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Morris. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Here's what Denver's going with right now. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaMychal Green. Michael Porter comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. Powell, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. And that one's good, George.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
And here's Barton. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Now here's Murray. Green passes to Murray. Keeps it alive, and Porter putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Murray against Jackson. Murray kicks to Porter. Over George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's George finishing it off.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And so here's Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Murray. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver, leading by 5. Outside, Porter. 5 on the clock. Martin from outside. The Nuggets with a new 14. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Murray surveying the D. Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Jokic. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 5. To the paint. Here's George. Outside Jackson. A three-pointer, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Jackson with it. He's covered by Murray. Clock at 6. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Here's Jackson. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. It's hauled in by George. He kicks to Jackson. Now the pass to Zubac. Inside. Here's Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Outside Porter. Jackson against Murray. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. Back to Leonard. Outside Jackson. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. From 13, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Denver in the lead. Now Murray. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Porter, no luck.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
The 10-footer. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now, here's Zubac. He has 6. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George against Porter. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Buries it from three-point range. Jokic has got 13 points.
Jokic breaking down defenses and going to work, getting busy. This guy is such a talented offensive player and a joy to watch.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Murray kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Porter. Outside Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And, guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me, watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky. I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jermichael Green comes in for Michael Porter. Campazzo's subbed in for Will Barton.
You know, when you look at Jamal Murray, you see so much raw potential. I mean, this is a young player who, with some effort, could, I think, become a standout player, actually already on his way to being a consensus all-star.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Murray after the Clippers pick up 2. Pass to Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jokic has got 15.
When you can shoot the ball like Jokic can from every level, that kind of versatility makes you a hard guard. And making mid-range shots just adds to his dangerousness.
Now, here's Kennard. He has 5. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Leonard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Murray, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And it's Green with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He ended up with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, their success was largely about second-chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
And taking a look at their outside shooting, got to be honest, it's pretty horrific. Under 30%, which is something you never want to see. They need to reevaluate what they're doing on offense because they're leaving points on the table.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. And it's Porter at the three.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll, actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by Los Angeles. And the basket is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
2 shots.
That's good from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Murray. Pass to Porter. Takes a 3. And it's Murray. That time on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
This is Murray's game. A shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Now here's Powell. Kicks to Jackson. Back to Powell. 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. There's the pass to Jokic. Now here's Barton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Jokic, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. George. And George with the stuff.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And a wide open look for Porter. Another 3 for Denver.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. On the wing, George. Guarded by Porter. George, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Barton kicks to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson from deep three-point range. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Great that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Now here's Powell, following the miss by Jokic. Powell inside. 7 points in the game. Nice D from Porter. Denver's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard inside. He's against Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 3. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Powell against Barton. Here's the drive and the rejection by Zubats. Here's Jackson. That shot no good. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Leonard with the steal. Here's Powell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
A different look for Denver. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Morris subbed in for Barton. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Leonard. Now here's Cousins. And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Covington finds George. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul George. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Porter. Over George. Porter, no luck. The Clippers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Jackson against Murray. Jackson kicks to Powell. Pass to Mann. 6 on the shot clock. For the tie. And he sinks the layup. And it's all knotted up.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's Murray after the Clippers pick up 2. And Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
The pass to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
That's good from George. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Facundo Campazzo comes in for Jamal Murray. And both free throws good for Paul George. Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Morris outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Morris has got 6.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
Powell against Morris. Down low. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Covington. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And Denver has possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Morris. Here's Cousins. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
To the inside. Here's Powell. Morris with the block. Second chance effort. The shot by Powell, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Morris outside. And with the rebound. The Clippers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. George, that's a 2-pointer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 21 points for Paul George. Morris with the ball. 6 points for him. It's blocked. And now the fast break. George with the ball. The shot by Powell, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Here's Porter. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So, for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for George. Batum comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is Morris. Dishes it to Green. Back to Morris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Cousins dishes to Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That's good from Green. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He is a strong finisher with momentum behind him. You won't see Leonard lose his touch or balance on his drives.
Denver's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Passes it to Morris. Feeds to Cousins. Outside, Green. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Leonard. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Porter with the steal. Pass to Morris. Lets the three fly. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 16.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Pass to Cousins. Down low. Here's Porter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Kicks it to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And Batum extremely comfortable making things happen with the ball in his hands.
Denver's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Campazzo, the pass to Cousins. Now Morris. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. And it's in there. Cousins has got 6 in the quarter. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Mann, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he makes the first for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for Cousins. And Gordon subbed in for Michael Porter. He hits both from the stripe. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Right side, Gordon. Got a piece of it. Shoots over Leonard. That's short off the rim. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint. And Batum gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Campazzo got a hand on it. Here's Mann. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gordon goes in. Off the mark.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooters. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Reggie Jackson, Robert Covington out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. Now here's Barton. Going inside. Morris outside. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver. The Clippers trail. The pass to Covington. Leonard kicks to Batum. Back to Leonard. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
The Nuggets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Passes to Jokic. Basket, good. 19 points for Jokic.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And Denver has possession. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Jokic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Around the hoop, Nikola is deadly. Great touch from Jokic there.
Morris against Leonard. The dish now to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Campazzo, defended by Covington. Campazzo, and that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men.
Take a break.
Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And Toronto went all in with the Kawhi Leonard trade. Well, the Raptors were rewarded with the claw delivering Toronto their first NBA title in 2019. Great to see a front office going for it and ultimately claiming that ring.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
For 3, Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
The first free throw is good. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for Nicholas Batum. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Denver calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Leonard, following the score by Jamal Murray. Leonard attacking. Gordon with the defensive effort. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Got that one up quick. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And the Clippers miss again. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Stolen by Zubac.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Denver's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers, trailing by 5. The pass to Leonard. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Campazzo. And both free throws good for Zubac. The Nuggets leading by 3. Passes it to Jokic. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Murray against Jackson. It's George on the wing. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Murray outside. Barton kicks to Murray. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Jackson. Driving to the basket. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Porter. Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Now, here's Zubac. George, no good.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Now here's Jackson. He kicks to Powell. Here's the pass to Leonard. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Now Murray. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Los Angeles on D. 4-point game. It's Powell with the drive. That one drops for him.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Denver's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Murray against Powell. Barton, and that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points for Will Barton.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Jackson with it, now guarded by Porter. Jackson against Porter. Just 5 to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with his 3. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
Clippers trail by 6. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Denver shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Murray against Zubac. Porter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Jackson passes to Powell. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead. And Denver has possession. Barton outside. And Barton throws it down.
Barton stepping into the breach. He wants to take these big-time shots.
Leonard against Gordon. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Zubac's in the post. Jokic defending.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Murray. Jokic kicks to Porter. Driving in. Excellent D there from George.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Jokic. Here's Gordon. Three-pointer. Barton. Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got 27.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Powell dishes to George. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 24.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Leonard the pass to Jackson. And George kicks to Jackson to take the lead. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver in the lead. On the wing, Porter. Offensive rebound. For three. They get it again. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now here's Leonard. Jokic with the steal. He dishes it to Murray. Jokic against Zubac. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Denver making a switch here. Campazzo's checked in.
To create the ideal center for today's NBA, I think Jokic might just be that guy. Big body, can knock down threes, loves to pass, and is a tremendous passer. And he's an all-around offensive force. Just a great player to have as your five-man.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Denver calls timeout. They're up by 5. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's George on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Barton. Here's Jokic. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. One, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. Here's Coffey. Off target with that shot. So the Nuggets win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you, Nicola. What are you able to do that allows you to impact the game so dramatically?
I don't know what is happening, but I'm playing good. The team is playing good. Like we're kind of clicking and we're playing better and better. Hopefully we're going to continue to play like that.
It is really flowing right now, man. Congrats on another win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.